There are things in this world that do not seek to conquer, but simply to erase. They exist in the silence between heartbeats and the microscopic gaps of our biology. One such entity is designated as SCP-008. This is no virus, nor is it bacteria. It is a complex prion. To grasp the nature of SCP-008 is to accept a biological certainty. Its ability to infect is absolute, 100%. Its lethality is just as final, 100%. There is no middle ground, and there is no resistance. The moment this prion penetrates the system via bodily fluids or exposed mucous membranes, the countdown begins. The first sign of arrival is deceptive. Within 3 hours of exposure, the subject falls ill. It feels like a common flu. A high fever takes hold. The body burns, attempting to fight an enemy that does not possess the genetic markers of life. But as the hours pass, the fire in the blood moves toward the mind. Severe dementia sets in. The personality begins to fray. Logic dissolves into confusion. Memory vanishes. The subject becomes a stranger to themselves, trapped in a collapsing mental landscape. Then comes the end. Approximately 20 hours after the first symptoms appear, and 12 hours after the onset of dementia, the subject slips into a coma. In any other medical context, this would be the final breath. For SCP-008, this is merely the transition. The onset of the coma is considered the onset of death. But the body does not remain still. A process of sporadic cellular necrosis begins to ravage the flesh. It looks like gangrene. Patches of skin and muscle die and darken. Yet, the tissue that survives this purge undergoes a terrifying transformation. It becomes highly resilient. It assumes its original function, but with a durability that defies natural biology. Deep within the veins, the blood changes. The red blood cells are modified to vastly increase their oxygen storage capacity. Because the tissues are so efficient at holding oxygen, the blood flow slows down. It becomes thick, viscous. This change grants the subject an unnatural physical endurance. Muscle strength increases. The nervous and muscular systems continue to function even after total organ failure has occurred. The heart may stop. The lungs may cease to draw air. For several hours, the body simply does not care. The metabolism drops to a near standstill. It reaches levels so low that the subject can persist for over 10 years without a single calorie of nutrition. They do not eat to live. They simply exist. Because of the high viscosity of the blood, the infected no longer bleed in any traditional sense. Gunshot wounds, punctures, and slashing injuries produce negligible blood flow. The body becomes a sealed vessel, resistant to the trauma that would kill a living man. But there is nothing left of the person who once inhabited the shell. The brain has been devastated. Conditioned behavior is gone. Motor controls are shattered. Instinctive mechanisms are damaged. Cognitive abilities are severely retarded and erratic. In animals, the necrosis is even more aggressive, leaving them inactive and broken. Yet the subject is not mindless. It adapts to its ruined nervous system. It learns a new primitive set of rules. It can stand. It can balance on 2 legs. It can walk. It can crawl. It can grab. And it can bite. The subject is driven by a singular, primal impulse. It moves energetically toward any sight, sound, or smell that it associates with living humans. If it makes physical contact, the subject will attempt to ingest the living. It is a hunger that does not stem from metabolic need, but from a biological directive. Stopping such a subject is not a matter of stopping the heart or piercing the lungs. Those organs are already useless. Neutralization requires significant cranial trauma. The mind must be physically destroyed to end the movement. The existence of SCP-008 suggests something unsettling about our origins. There is strong evidence that this prion did not form naturally on Earth. If it had, its complexity and lethality would have displaced the majority of the planet's ecosystem long ago. It is a foreign intruder in our biological history. Because of this, research into SCP-008 is shrouded in the highest levels of secrecy. The primary goal is not to weaponize it, but to prevent any future synthesis of the prion, to ensure that humanity never accidentally recreates what already exists in the dark. Samples are stored across various G2 sites. These facilities operate under a regime of absolute containment. SCP-008 is classified as a Class V extreme biological hazard. The protocols are cold and final. There are no evacuation procedures for G2 sites. There is no plan to rescue the staff if things go wrong. If there is a power failure, or if communication is lost for more than 8 hours, the order is immediate: incineration and irradiation. Everything within the facility must be burned and scorched from the earth. Even those who leave the facility are not truly free. Operatives must endure a quarantine period of 4 months before they are allowed to return to the world. If a breach occurs during this time, the only solution is total eradication via fire and radiation. There is one singular anomaly that offers a reprieve. SCP-500 has been found capable of completely curing SCP-008, even in the advanced stages of the disease, where the mind is gone and the flesh has rotted. SCP-500 can reverse the damage. It is the only known light in an otherwise absolute darkness. But for most, there is no cure. There is only the slow slide into dementia and the long, hungry silence that follows. In 1959, a brief moment of cooperation occurred between global powers. A collaborative effort with the USSR was negotiated to locate G2 sites and eliminate SCP-008 following its discovery. It was a rare instance of unity in the face of an extinction-level threat. After a while, the partnership dissolved. Borders were shut tight, and the records were locked away. The status of the SCP-008 samples held in Russian custody since that time remains unknown.